So, this is a bit different video. It is still roleplay, but what we're doing is we're just kind of going off of the story, making up our own story, and rolling with it. So check this out. What we're doing today is putting in food plots. So, this is northeast Iowa. I know, Iowa, you wouldn't think hilly, but northeast Iowa is fairly hilly. But I bought 2 pieces of land. Well, technically we own 20. Just never mind about field 26. We got field 43, and then we got this timber section. Now, if you see in this timber section, there's some grass that's not used. Now, I want to turn this land into more of a honey property, so you'll see people put in food plots. And that could be brassicas, radishes, soybeans. Some people just put corn, even though there's already corn around. Just different type of plants that deer love. Darn it, sorry guys, part of this video was buying equipment, and that was a fun, but I completely cut it out, and I just stopped recording. So we got all the equipment bought for this, for the food plot operation. We're not crazy farming, and I went a little overkill, and I bought a John Deere 7730 2-wheel drive, because I saw this on Facebook, and I was like, we gotta have this mod, we gotta use this mod. And then I went crazy, and I bought a disc, and then we bought a trailer attachment for the disc so that we could pull the disc behind it. And then we also have a new haul in. So this is kind of our food plot equipment operation. We're getting loaded up, and we have 2 different trucks. We got the F450 that I built out. Of course, we had to go 2-tone with the Keen Ranch, and then I think it's the stone gray color, and then black. And then of course the Cummins. Now my Cummins 2-tone, I'm gonna admit my color options were definitely not the best on this one. We could have done better. One other thing, you guys will notice the light. The light is weird on this map. This is a UMRV, but it's a different version of UMRV than that we usually don't play on. It's like a half-edited version, and I had this guy building this out for me, and then we just completely stopped the project. So I have a different version of UMRV. I thought I'd test it out, and the one thing is the lighting is a little off. But we ended up buying a New Holland T6. I think it's a 100 horse. I want to get the. I would assume it's 110 horse, so T6.110. I'm assuming that's 110 horse, and I put a loader on that, so this will kind of be a utility tractor. This will be a row crop tractor that we barely ever use, but I really wanted the John Deere 7730, and then that's that. Now these are the 2 partials we bought over here, and we'll be putting a food plot kind of in the middle of this one, and then around the edge. Also, one other thing I was going to do is bring a batwing mower, so I got to get a Rhino batwing mower. My gosh, this is part of the fun. Usually in the old days of the squad channel, I used to always do this and haul out our equipment and stuff, and now I kind of stopped with role playing. There we go, second one on, and then I'll do a third one and probably stack it in between them, strap them down, and then we'll be good to go. Grab this one, load her up, and we'll be perfect. Okay, there we go. Throw a strap, 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 strap. Talk about a load. Okay, now this is going to be kind of crazy, but the last thing I got to do is fit all this equipment on a 40-foot trailer. The drill will pull behind the trailer, but everything else we got to fit on there. 35-footer, rim color, we'll keep the same. I got to make sure to put, okay, there we go. Got those. We'll go triples or mega ramps, and then I got to make sure to put a trailer attacher on the back. Got her hooked up. And then now we got to fold up the tailgate, which is this, I think it's the far left button. There we go. Unfold the ramps. The ramps like lift up the truck too. Okay, so the only thing that's going to be a little weird is, first of all, this log splitter. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There's a couple different versions. I don't know if I got the right version. But the plan is to hook the 3-point of this tractor up to the log splitter, and then lift it high enough to where I can also hook up the batwing mower. I don't know if that's even possible, but we're going to try it. Yeah, it doesn't seem that possible. So for now, what I'll do is I should be able to just set this log splitter on the front of the trailer over here. Okay, log splitter's on there. Now I got to hook up the batwing. We'll pull the batwing all the way on there, and then hook up the drill, and we're ready to rock and roll. Batwing's hooked up. Perfect. We'll load her up. Man, I'm glad I got those rear weights on that tractor, especially if we're using this loader all the time. Those are going to come in handy. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is set the forks down so we can kind of put weight on this log splitter. The only thing is we may have too much weight on the rear of the truck. That's fine though, we got airbags. I took off for 2 seconds, and I can tell you that log splitter is going to be a hassle transporting. So for now, we are leaving that there. What I could do is put it on the back of here. Yeah, that'd work. That way it'd stay put, actually. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. It took us to the 3 point of that. So this is what we got. We got the New Holland on there, the Batwing, the drill, which is crazy wide. We're going to have to put our hazards on going on the road the whole time. Of course we will with this too. But then we got the Ford, 7730, the wood splitter, and then the disc. I'm going to take the Ford up there first. Extend my... How do I extend my... Oh, wait. I don't know. There we go. Got it. Perfect. We'll extend my mirrors so we can actually see. There we go. She is loaded down. Okay, we better have our hazards on the whole way since we have that disc behind us. See, this is what's great about Farming Simulator. You can literally just haul whatever the heck you want. I love it. Got a railroad track. Watch out. All is good. Okay, quick pit stop at Applebee's. It's a 2 for $20. By the way, in case any modders are watching, one recommendation for you guys always, this is just my opinion, maybe some people agree, some people don't, always the options for mud flaps on your trucks. Take a right hand turn, swing wide. Honestly though, with how fast this tractor goes, if that tractor, depending on what transmission it has an IVT. So that's probably like a 26, maybe 30 mile an hour transmission. We honestly, we're doing like 30 mile an hour right now. So honestly, if we're trying to be as efficient as possible, it would have been easier just taking the tractor. But it's a lot more funner taking the truck. Okay, we got a giant hill ahead of us. Like I'm talking ginormous. Here we go. She gonna make it. Come on, power stroke. We're getting there. Okay, we gotta turn our lights on for this. It gets dark through here. So technically, my ground is to the left, up that hill. But there's no way we're making up that hill, so we gotta find a different way to get there. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I barely walk the property, but I'm sure we can find some way. My gosh, dude. It is hilly. Okay, we made it to the top. So right here, field 43, and then this is mine. But the only thing is, everything's a valley. Like, it's like they're split into two. So we'll start on field 43 here, on this partial, and then we'll work over to this partial. Getting to this spot where I really want to have my big food plot is going to be an issue. It's going to be trouble. We're going to have to, like, go across the neighbor's ground or something. And here we are. This is our ground officially. Now, you guys are probably asking, well, squad, where are you going to store your equipment? I did work out a deal with the neighbor to store equipment in his shed up here, since he's going to be the one renting out our ground. I was like, could I store my food plot equipment in your shed? So he's like, yeah, sure, that'll work good. So, we're good. I got to get out and open those gates. But here we are. Here's the tillable piece. Now, around the outside of the tillable piece will be some food plots. Whatever's left over is what the farmer's going to rent out. So I was like, hey, once I get an idea of how much ground that's going to go into row crop tillable, I'll let you know. Oh, gosh. Hold on. This is not going to work. We got to swing wider. You know what I should have done is just came around into his yard and then came straight through here. Okay, here we go. We'll see if this works. Swing wide. Come on. There we go. Oh, no. No, we're good. Okay, perfect. This just literally went straight through the ditch. Okay, and there we go. I'm gonna call this spot good. Well, since I don't have another vehicle, I gotta go run down there. It's about 40 miles and pick up the other truck. Okay, here's the other truck. The only thing is we're gonna have to go a little slower with the grain drill. Wait a sec. The last thing we need. Tow mirrors. There we go. Put in the comment section below the better setup. Whatever you want. You could go truck setup, truck and trailer, whatever bias you have, you can put that in there too. I think it was kind of cool the way we loaded these down. I don't know. In my opinion, I don't know what was the better setup. They're both pretty solid. Okay, here we go. Railroad tracks. Oh shoot, that trail just went right through that pole. There we go. We have the ginormous hill coming up. Let's see how the Cummins does. Oh, keep in mind, this is a lighter load. She's just going. One thing I noticed is this drill, it seems to really trail behind a lot better than that disc did. It could be something with the way And I figure it's something with the way the hitch is designed in that front wheel up there. I'm not totally sure, but it trails pretty darn good. Now the same issue we had last time is getting through here, and I made the same mistake. I should have went through the neighbors, but we're gonna try making it. Swing wide across here, come in, there we go. Okay. Now the only thing is that drill may go in the ditch for a bit. Come on, oh gosh. Oh, are we even gonna fit? Okay, it'll fit through there. There we go, we made it. Okay, we'll detach the disc, pull forward, and then we can hook up to the disc and get discing. There we go. And then unfold the ramps. Okay, fire up the tractor, put the fenders out. There we go. Or I should say fender lights out, whatever you want to call them. And then back off the trailer. There we go. Now I gotta figure out a place to put this wood splitter. I think what I'll do is just go run it over to the neighbor's shed quick, put it in there, and then whenever we need it, we'll just grab her out. Back her in, and drop her down. Okay, I got the 3-point PTO disconnected. I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually kind of a fan of this 2-wheel drive look. I like it. So the plan is to back up to this disc and then disc all of our ground. We may have to do may have to go over it a couple different times, especially since this disc isn't crazy aggressive. So we'll disc it up, and then we'll just come by with the seeder, seed in some soybeans, maybe hand spread some brassicas and radishes, and we'll call it. Okay, we got the disc hooked up. So if you guys can see, this is what we own. What I'm thinking about doing is kind of working in some of this grass around here. Some of this that's not really used as row crop, but can still be used as for something. And then like this plot over here, and then this plot over here. Unfold the disc. Okay. There we go. She's discing. I feel like this disc is just a perfect little disc for this tractor. With a New Holland, especially if we're running it real deep, it may, I don't know if the New Holland had the weight. It probably had the horsepower, but you just need more weight. Okay, I'm going to pull her up here and make another lap around. We're going to do the outside border. What's kind of nice about 2-wheel drives is they just turn a ton tighter than front wheel assist. So it's kind of nice if you're planting or doing, I don't know, kind of utility work where you need to make tight turns. You can sometimes on some turns you can feel this slipping a little bit. I'm kind of surprised, but it is 2-wheel drive. I really don't want to be getting the disc and then the drill unhooked and hooked up again, but I would kind of like to just get this area seeded and know that everything's going to work fine before we start working our way all the way around the field and working into some of those tight plots over there. Okay, we'll lift her up and then go hit these other spots. And okay, let's fold up the disc quick and then hook up to that drill. I absolutely have no idea where to put this disc, so for now, it's just going back here. Okay, so I got to pull the pin on the drill, then pull forward, so we can hook it up. Back up. And there we go. Should be good. Now I do have to fill it with seed, and the only way to do that is to get the loader tractor off. So, gotta get the loader tractor off, probably disconnect the bush hog real quick, so that way we can use it a little easier. Come off straight. We need to stay straight. There we go. Keep coming. Perfect. For now, we'll keep the bush hog here. Okay, I gotta get these straps undone, and then we should be able to grab them. Now, the one thing I forgot to get is any like fertilizer or anything. So we're just going direct seed. You should probably put some lime. If this hasn't been farmed in a couple years, you should probably put this lime and get these food plots really going. But for now, no lime. Reach up. Keep going. And oh shoot, I completely missed that one. Oh gosh, come on man. Get on there. Okay, now I gotta open these boxes up and we should be good to fill. She's filling. It didn't even take a whole pallet. My gosh. Okay, it's time to hammer these beans in the ground. Hopefully we can do this. Hopefully we don't waste too much seed. I don't want to waste too much seed over here. And then we're good to go. Shoot. One last thing. I'm going to run back here and act like I know what I'm doing with drill calculations. We're ready to go. Okay, it seemed good. Got soybeans. And since we're not planning an actual field, I'm just going to leave the drill marker down. If we overlap a bit, we overlap. She's a planting. Okay, we're to the end. Lift her up. And then we'll do the outside row here. Now what's going to happen is either corn or beans is going to go in that field out there, obviously. And deer are going to like that. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, well, why do you need food plots if you have corn out there? Well, what happens is when they harvest it, they'll take the crop off. And the deer will have nothing. and they won't be attracted to anything on the land anymore. Well, they'll still hang around, obviously, but having this food plot here, they still come for the same source, and this is left all year long. We don't even harvest this. We're drilling at kind of a high speed here, but it's all good. Surprised this tractor has enough power to pull it too. Okay, we're done with this. I think everything's working here. Everything's working fine. So the plan is to get all this done. You can see we plant soybeans all the way through here. There's more out here. There's a plot out here, and then this is the big plot we got to get to, and rip all that up, and then plant soybeans, brassicas, radishes. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyways, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this food plot video. It was a different one. I used to do these all the time where we'd actually buy equipment and haul it up because I kind of missed some of the hauling we used to do, and that was always fun. So thanks again for watching, guys, and hey, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys.